You're listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. My name is Mel Tiller, and I'm your host. I'm thrilled to be with you today. Today's guest is Tameka Henry. She is the executive director of the Obodo Collective. Tameka, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mel. I'm happy to be here.
All right, tell us, what is the Obodo Collective?
The Obodo Collective is a local nonprofit organization here in Southern Nevada. We have a mission to eliminate multi-generational poverty by using our three pillars of food security, housing, and education. So
I
that's who
love
we
that.
are. Yeah.
Okay, so food, housing, and education. Okay, tell me how you are doing this as it relates to food.
So as it relates to food, we have an urban farm that is located in the heart of the historic West Side at 1300 North C Street. We have a half acre of land that we have developed. We have boxes that we are producing fresh fruit and produce out of. And so we offer gardening classes, we offer nutrition information, chef demos, but most importantly, a space for community to come together and gather and learn how to grow their own food. They can harvest their own food as well. And so we do that using
Now,
a
I love this.
multi-generational
I love
lens.
this because both of my grandfathers were farmers. I grew up in Virginia, in rural Virginia, and so I'm very, very familiar with farming. So
Yes.
you are farming in the desert.
And it can happen.
It can happen.
It can happen. It has happened and it will continue to happen.
Okay,
So
that is a very difficult thing. I mean, listen, in Virginia, you throw a seed in the ground and it grows. We don't have to do very much. Okay, but here in the desert, it takes a little bit more. So talk to me about the specific kinds of things that you all are growing.
all right, thank you. Like you said, it takes time, it takes love, it takes patience, it takes developing your soil.
Yes.
And some of the items that we have growing right now are we have watermelon with seeds.
Okay.
there,
All right.
there are cucumbers, we have okra, there is acorn squash, there is basil. Um, what else is out there right now? Cucumbers, and we actually
Listen,
planted
look.
pumpkins too.
Let me just say this. I hate cucumbers. One summer, my mother decided that she was going to create this side hustle for the entire family. It was growing cucumbers every
Ooh.
day of the summer. I had to get up early and go into that wet field and pick cucumbers. If you all have not picked cucumbers, you have no
Uh-oh.
idea how
Uh-oh.
difficult that is. And as a child, okay, all the other stuff is wonderful. The cucumbers, I can do without. But I absolutely digress. This is a personal point of pain for me. Okay. Now,
Right, it sounds like it.
yeah, it's a personal point of pain. Cucumbers, it's a personal point of pain for me. I go back and I get the heebie-jeebies. But tell me this: are you selling the produce? How does one participate in in this urban farm?
And thank you. So during harvest times, we do have pop-up farmers markets there at the Bodo Urban Farm where you can purchase the produce that we are growing. We also give it to those who can afford it because we want to make sure that our community has access to quality fresh produce that's grown right in the hood. And so all they have to do is let us know
Okay, and so
and
you teach
we'll
people
make sure
how
that,
to grow produce themselves.
yes.
Oh, now this is absolutely wonderful. Somebody listening to us wants to know how to grow their own food. How do they contact you?
They can contact us at www.obodo, that's OBODO, obodocollective.org. They can sign up to volunteer. We also are on social media on Facebook and Instagram at the Obodo Collective. We share our flyers there, but we also get out into the community and share when we have upcoming events. And we go door to door to our neighbors because we want to make sure that they are aware of us and that we're there for them. And so that's how you can get in touch with us.
Obodo. Tell me what Obodo means. How does what does tell me the background of this name?
So Obodo is an Igbo term for community and
Ah,
city. Yes. And so
Obodo, Obodo,
Obodo. Yes,
community and city. And yes, it does take a village. So
absolutely.
talk to me about how you teach, how you train these classes that you have. Tell me a bit more about those.
Thank you. So we have a wonderful master gardener on our staff. She's our food programs coordinator. Her name is Cheyenne Kyle. Very knowledgeable about growing here in the desert. Um, Very willing to share what all she has learned through her trainings with the community. And so we have partnerships with the extension, the UNR extension, and we collaborate to bring these classes to the community.
UNR, let's tell us exactly what that means, just to be clear.
University of Nevada, Reno.
University of Nevada, Reno, the extension. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the extension, and we make sure that those classes are family friendly. Really have a multi-generation lens where grandparents, parents, and children can come in and learn about watering, about the soil, about the seeds and the different components. When's the best time to plant in our weather? You know, everybody says you're growing in a desert, but
Yes.
we have the perfect weather to grow about 11 months out of the year.
Wow.
So yeah, it's all about scheduling and timing.
Okay.
And
When is your next class?
so our next classes, we are putting those on the schedule now. I believe they'll happen in October. And I encourage you all to look at our website at theobodocollective.org and our social media pages. But
Okay,
yes,
talk to me about how people can contact you because there's some people who are getting very much excited about this and they want to learn how to grow food and they want to teach their kids how to grow food. Okay, so how do they get in touch with you?
yes, the best way to get in touch with us is on our website, www.obodocollective.org. You can fill out the form that says contact us and also volunteer, and someone will get back with you within 24 to 48 hours.
So, do you all have a lot of volunteers?
We have been blessed to have a lot of volunteers, organizations that have come out to have group volunteer experiences. And even just this past weekend, we had a group called I'm Young and Empowered. They came out about 25 deep,
Wow. Okay.
grandparents, parents, and their children, and they helped us fertilize the trees. They helped us add more grow mulch to the soil, and even with planting. So there's always something to do at the collective, at the
Oh, I
urban farm.
love that. I love that. And do you need more volunteers?
Absolutely. We will never turn down volunteers. A little background, we are a team of three.
Okay.
We are a team of three. We do have these three pillars that we focus on. It's the urban farm, it's the housing justice, where we go into the courtrooms and do observations in eviction court. I need volunteers for that as well. And also connecting families to quality early childhood education experiences, especially the free ones. So we need volunteers in all areas. We're Look, we are a mighty team of three, but we have made great impact in this community since we've been around.
Well, for three people, you all are tackling some huge issues. Talk to me about how you all have impacted housing.
Well, with housing, many people contact us needing assistance for rental rental assistance, utility
Yes.
assistance. And what we're that bridge. We connect them to the resources that we know of in the community. But if for some reason they don't qualify, we try our best to meet that need of the family. So we're always seeking donations. Those donations go directly into services for families. We want to keep families housed. It's really cheaper to keep them housed than to relocate them somewhere.
Yes.
Housing prices they're a little high. Um,
No, they're very high right now.
okay, they're very
They're
high.
very high right now. Yes.
Yes. And so it would be better for us if we know the family has it moving forward. If they're $500 short on their rent, it's easier for us to try to raise that $500 and keep them housed than to have them get an eviction on their record, then have to come up with a down payment, come up with a security deposit. It's harder. And
Yes.
so that's where we come in as a community and really stand in the gap for those families.
You're doing some amazing work. Love what you're doing. Now, talk to me a little bit about the education piece.
So with the education piece, we have our team member who's a project manager, Tiffany May, who helps support families with the application process for for the childcare subsidies that exist. There's been an influx of not donations. There's been an increase in childcare subsidies where a lot of families don't realize that they qualify. Like you can have free childcare, and many don't know it. And so we're trying to make sure that we get that information out to families and guide them through the process.
Talk to me about the other two people who are on your team. We want to give everybody some love. Tell us who they are.
Absolutely. So Cheyenne Kyle is our master gardener that's on staff. She's the one that makes sure that our families have access to food and produce. She's the one that makes sure that there's nutrition education with the items that we are providing them with. If there is emergency food that is needed, she's the one that makes sure that we can either get them a gift card or point them in the right direction of a food pantry that's in the area. And of course, she also does the gardening classes. That's, and she loves and tends on the urban farm. Y'all got to come by and see it. She's put in a lot of work and it shows.
I love that. And is there anyone else on your team?
And absolutely. There's Tiffany May, who's also on our team. She's a project manager of family services. So when families need different resources, anything from education, financial literacy classes, connecting families to other resources as far as what is that? If they're underemployed, like making
Yes.
sure that they know that there are trades, that there are certifications that they may qualify for free, and connecting them to those resources. Because it's really all about self-sufficiency. We want
Gr-
families, yeah,
Great
it's
work.
really
Listen,
about that.
yeah, great work you all are doing. How are you all getting paid?
We have had we've had some angel donors who have helped us, but we are always looking for grants, sponsorships, donations,
Yes,
because this work is necessary.
it is.
And
Yes.
yes, it's necessary. And we've taken a lot of time to build relationships throughout this community to make sure that our community's needs are met. But our needs also need to be met. We have families too. And so if there
Yes.
are any grant opportunities, any collaborations out there, I'm all for collaborating.
Tameka, I salute you. On behalf of the 100 Black Men, we salute you. You're doing great work in our community. It does take a community. And as I say, it's an all hands on deck right now. This situation that we find ourselves in today with our entire country, with our community, it takes a village. And we appreciate everything that you all are doing and you all are stepping up and getting in the fight. You've been gracious with your time. What would you like to leave our listening audience with?
I would like to leave you all with this. Again, Obodo means community, and we cannot do this work without you. We do have those three pillars: food insecurity, housing, and also education. And so even on the education piece, I am running for school board for Clark County School Board Trustee in District C. And that's another way that you can support the community by supporting me. Um, I just feel that it's important. Like, our youth need the best access to high quality education. And us as an organization, we're making sure that we provide those opportunities outside of the classroom for families to be engaged, for families to be equipped with knowledge, and for them to be empowered to be the best parent and family for their students. So that's what I want to leave you with. It takes all of us. It
It
takes
takes
all of
us
us.
all. It takes
Yes,
us all. Give us your contact information one more time.
that is Tameka Henry. You can reach me directly at Tameka at abodocollective.org. And you can visit our website at www.obodocollective.org. Sign up for our newsletter, contact us, and we will get back with you.
Join the fight. Visit the Obono Collective. They're doing some great work. Take the kids out to the farm so they can learn how to farm in the desert. Amazing stuff
Yes.
happening with Tameka, amazing stuff happening with the Obono Collective. You've been listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. I'm Mel Tiller, your host, and that's Keeping It 100.